What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Acts of Creation. And on this week's lesson, we check out some 7-string arpeggio patterns. So what I like to do on this channel is to take some kind of musical concept and look at a way we can incorporate it into our guitar playing, our songwriting, and our riff writing. And this week's lesson, I want to focus on something a little more technical, but hopefully something that can help you improve or unlock some fretboard vision, and we can kind of evolve from learning shapes and patterns and fret numbers to intervals and notes across the fretboard. And we're going to be looking at 2 1-octave patterns, okay? So down in the description below you can find links for Guitar Pro or PDF of the transcriptions, as well as the subscribe button, because we do this weekly. All right, we are in standard tuning, and we're going to be looking at E minor 7, 2 1-octave shapes. So if we start on the 5th fret of our 7th string, that's our E, and we can play these notes. We have 5, 8, next string 7, next string 5, 7. We have a 4-note chord, right? We have a root, a minor 3rd, a 5th, a minor 7th, and our octave again. And what we're going to do is we're just going to sequence this same pattern up 3 octaves. Okay, so now we can sequence these nice and smooth. And I want to point out here, these exercises don't look to build speed through these and play them as fast as you can. We want to focus more on intervals, recognizing notes across the fretboard, and recognizing these 1-octave shapes rather than a 3-octave shapes. Because realistically, all good melodic ideas are with 1 octave. And when are you ever going to shred up 6 strings 3 octaves, right? It might be for 1 measure in a 5-minute song. So you're going to spend a lot of time practicing speed and not a lot of time practicing note recognition and interval recognition, which is going to help your ears and your writing in general. Okay? So that is our first shape. Our second shape is going to be the diagonal triad shape, and that's going to be 5, 3, 2. Here's our little triad shape. And then the 7th, we're going to play on the same string as the 5th. So it's 5, 3, 2, 5. Move it up an octave. 7 on our A string. 7, 5, 4, 7. An octave higher on our G string, 9th fret. 9, 8, 7, 10. Okay, those are our 2 patterns, and we're going to do the same thing with that pattern as we did the first pattern. Okay, and you can probably see where I'm going to go with this is now we're just going to connect the next pattern. One way I would practice this is with different subdivisions, right? Groups of 3s and 4s, triplets and 16th notes. And there you go, a really simple way to approach some minor 7 arpeggios on your 7th string across a lot of octaves. Work on your rhythmic subdivisions to get the most out of this and really try to open up the fretboard, right? We want to try to evolve out of shapes and fret numbers to intervals and chord tones, right? That'll make your musical phrases a little more musical rather than just playing patterns all the time. All right, so like I said, down in the description below you can find a link to a PDF in Guitar Pro of the lesson transcription, and please click that subscribe button because we do this weekly. As always, let me know what you come up with, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.